Hey everybody, Mike from Big Mike's Motor Pool here. And in case the background here looks a little bit odd, like a bathroom, well it is, because I'm in the bathroom, because it's bath time for little buddies over here. And I figured now was a good time to talk about my latest project I just did and finished up, which was a train set in their room, because these two little dudes love trains. We took them to Strasbourg for the railroad for a Thomas event, and they were just thrilled. And after we went to there, we went to the Toy Train Museum, and let's say their heads were ready to explode. So I decided, we redid their room because their little sister's coming home, and we put a train set around the ceiling. So I did a little quick video, and just take a look and enjoy it. It's a pretty fun project. Check it out. There's Vin. What do we got going on, buddies? Oh man. Got our choo-choo train set up, dudes. These are my dad's 2033s that we're running. And we're going to go over the whole idea of the ceiling train and what it takes to do it. You can see we got all little buddies' favorites up there. We got monster trucks, heavy equipment, dinosaurs, Mickey Mouse caboose. And my brother got him the telltale reindeer. See the reindeer up there? That's pretty cool. But yeah, we got all kind of accessories going. This one's shut off, but it's got some stuff rigged up. A little semaphore, flag man that barely works, crossing gate. This works. I got the accessory power turned down some, but that one's going. Of course, we got flashing lights over here. And in the back corner, that's my dad's water tower. There's our bridge. Yeah, let me shut this down and we'll talk some more about it. Alright, so we'll start with the train. These are my dad's 2033s. He got these, I believe, at Christmas when he was a child at some point. He was born in 1943. So these probably, I think, early 50s. I haven't dated him, but he couldn't have been too old when he had them. I got some other stuff of his too still that he got as a child. But we got our telltale reindeer up there. He dips and dives when he comes across the telltales. Little buddies love some monster trucks, so we got these Kings of Crunch monster trucks off of eBay. They were 1/64 scale and pretty detailed. We got a 79 Ford and square body Chevy. Who doesn't love that? Got some heavy equipment cars I threw together. And these are just Lionel flat cars, all this stuff that I just had or picked one or two up off of eBay. But I got a bulk lot of heavy equipment from Matchbox stuff I found on eBay. Just glued them on. Dinosaur car, because little buddies love some dinosaurs. Whoa! Yeah, right? Whoa! More heavy equipment, and then we got our Mickey Mouse caboose, and we got a few other Disney cars too hiding in the closet. But the bridge here, the center bridge is a March bridge. The bridge to the right is also a March bridge, and then obviously we got a Lionel bridge there. I just screwed these down to some angle iron I made. I welded it up so it would fit on the shelf. And you got your end brackets there that screw on and so forth, and it's welded and supported in the bottom. We got a slew of accessories, which I'll get into in a little bit. There's some turnbuckles holding things up in areas that are a little bit weaker. We went a lot of lights, and it turns out it worked really well because we got a couple of bad bulbs. But at nighttime, Vin here, Vin, I don't know where Mookie's at. He's running around somewhere, but Vin likes when we leave the lights on. I have these wired up on their own accessory circuit. Yeah, and then here's what it looks like in the dark. Right, buddy? This is cool, right? This is how you like to go night-night? With the lights on? Yeah, it's a nice little ambiance for them. you know. So we got a bunch of accessories. Come here, Vin. We're going to set off something for him. Come here, buddy. Here, why don't you leave this here? Come here. Yeah, Vin's playing with a broken car. Come on, bud. Ugh. Vin, show him how the button works. Come here. You gonna hit the button? Whoa. It's coming from the whistle station up top. And you can guess that gets annoying really quick, right? So we got a little shut off up here. Oh, I know you can push the button all day and it doesn't do nothing. Doesn't that suck? All the accessories I got has switches like this wired up. These were from an alarm, I believe, for like a garage door alarm or something like that. What? We're gonna get to that in a second. You gotta wait. But I can turn them all off independently. The lights are on a different circuit. All the accessories you see, they're wired in to insulated rails. But Vin wants to go in the closet so we can see what we got in here, which we'll go in here and take a look. You see we got a little bit of a collection of stuff. Most of this is stuff I had in here. There is some stuff that we just acquired. We got our bumper cars and trolley over here. Random accessories that I don't want in the attic. There's some dumping cars, gondolas, box cars of various pieces, and maintenance away cars, cabooses, tank cars, my dad's passenger set. There's all of our tenders, and just a fraction of the engines I have laying around. I've got more engines than I know what to do with. Powering this whole deal is a trusty old ZW 275 watt. I had refurbished this, and it's got a new cord. We found this little cheapo switch on Amazon, which is really nice because you can just turn this off and on now. So that's how we work the nightlight for them, which the nightlight is on this circuit here, which, you know, you can see I can go up and down and up and down. And the train, it runs off of this one. But I'm going to shut him off for the moment. But yeah, we kind of put this up here so little buddies couldn't get to it. They will destroy every single piece of this right here. We're going for a construction theme in here. You can see the curtains in the yellow and gray. That's why we have all the construction equipment cars. The shelf itself, one thing I wish I did different was that I got more of the gusseted brackets here and used them in more places. Like you can see there is some spots where I used it, and I could have used it, but I used a regular flat one. These regular L's are not very strong. They have a lot of flex to them. And the problem why I didn't just replace them was a lot of places here we have sheetrock anchors, and the holes were different, and I couldn't line them up, and it would have been more work than it was worth to try and change them. But some places we did need them, the little L ones instead of the gusseted ones like here. We couldn't fit anything under here, so I actually went and hogged out spots on the back. You can see a little bit of the hole there, so we could, you know, pop that through. Corners are a plywood. It looks really nice and smooth because I had gone over the rough area with Bondo and then sanded it, made it all look like the edges of this 1x. This was 1x6 for the main shelf, which is 3/4 inch by 1.5 inches if you're going by regular measurements. The little, I guess you call them out bumps or alcoves, whatever they are, they're screwed in, and then I bonded over the hole after I drilled it, and I, clamped it together with some steel pieces so they all look straight. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we got some of this stuff like above this window. We were so close with the windows here. Yeah, Vin. That we had to use those upside down L's. So in a few spots I put these small chains with turnbuckles, and it worked out well. If you're thinking about doing something like this isn't as easy as it looks. I can tell you that for a fact. Before you do anything, you plan it. Yeah, we hear you, Vin. Tell them. Anyway, before you start, plan some more. Basically, you want to pick a corner after doing a bunch of measuring and start from there, and you got to keep working out, and it's got to stay level the whole entire way. That way you can meet up at the other end without having to make an adjustment that could make a large hill in your track. One thing you should do, like you see, we have real close tolerance here at the window. Like right here, it's actually sitting on the trim, but then at this end, you can see there is a considerable gap. But then the gap changes here, and it's also different down here. Problem is, you know, rough framing is never perfect, and they just kind of make it appealing to the eye. So you really should take some measurements and find out where your, I guess, smallest distance is from the ceiling to where you can put your shelf, and then start at that corner. This was where it was the shortest distance for me. In fact, certain signals won't even fit up here on this corner shelf. So I started here and just, you know, worked my way out. I went down this wall, and then I went back down, started over here, and we kept going until I got over to here. Now I had a little bit of leeway here because I had this bridge. I could sort of adjust the bridge a little bit, and it wouldn't look too bad. But I used a 4-foot level and then some other small stuff to, you know, smaller levels. When I got down to the to here, and, you know, got this one done, I was adjusting things. Like I had to adjust this last leg of the shelf a little bit, and I had to adjust that corner piece a little bit. I did some, you know, checking with some string, just making sure that the string, you know, sort of was not quite touching, but wasn't bending, if you will. Like I attached it down here, strung it along here, and then across to this one. And when it was attached, you know, I was able to set it to where the top of this corner where the bridge connects and the top of this where the bridge connects here, you know, it was just barely touching it, and I knew I was pretty straight and even with each other. There are some imperfections, but you really wouldn't tell. All the wiring is up top. It goes through a hole in the wall. That's about right here on the top side, which maybe we can get a little look-see. It's a little bit haggard, but yeah, there's wire all the way down the top side of this thing in both directions. It comes out the wall back here. I made a nice size hole so I could you know, bring it all through. You might notice there's some pink string back there on a nail. What I managed to do was I tied, after I ran the fish tape, the electrical fish tape through, I have it string tied up there somewhere to the track, so I can always use it to pull more wire through if I have to. Because it's not the easiest, and just leaving it in was a better idea in case you want to add anything else. But so that's about it for a little buddy's train set, and we'll set it off and take another lap, I guess. I'm going to go switch on this one. This crossing gate has been usually left off because it's extremely loud. But let's crank up the juice a little bit and see what we got. There she goes. Oh no. That's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I know Michael and Vincent both do, right buddy? Yeah, he don't care, he's got his box car. Yeah, get him.
You too.